But the big story here isn't the Texans, just the Cowboys and how demoralized they look on the sideline. It just looked like they had quit on the season. You had all those players going down. Go ahead.
Yeah. So real quick, I want to say something. When this game looked like it could briefly be a game, and I thought about tweeting about this last night, and then I was like, it's not. I'll just explain it on the pod, and we'll move on. I really disagree with Mike McCarthy's decision to take that 64-yard field goal off the board, and I understand people's gut instinct, which is, well, hold on. When the drive started, the goal was a touchdown. You have an opportunity because of the penalty to have 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. You'll still be able to kick a field goal in all likelihood if you want to. Why would you think he made the wrong decision? And this is, to me, kind of like the poker gambling part of my brain. I think you have to look at all these situations, DeMonze, of not all of them, but let me rephrase it. One way to look at it is, what are my expected points from this moment of this possession? So when you've made the 64-yard field goal, that is done. It's no longer a question, will you make or miss the kick? You know what the value of that is. It's exactly 3 points. It's going to be the value of 3 points and the clock being where it is. What do you think the expected value for the Dallas Cowboys with Cooper Rush at quarterback is 1st and 10 from the Texans' 31-yard line? I don't think it's much more than 3. Like, the way you would do the math is, what's the percentage chance they get a touchdown? What's the percentage chance they make a field goal on this possession? What's the percentage chance they miss a field goal? And what's the percentage chance they turn it over, either on downs, pick, whatever, and multiply all of those percentages by the points associated with it. 0 with a turnover, 0 with a missed field goal, 3 with a made field goal, 7 with a touchdown, and you do it, man. I mean, just back of the napkin math, I feel like is, and we can do this in real time. What are they to get a touchdown there? 1st and 10 from the 31. I think it's less than 20%. I honestly do. But let's call it 20%. Okay, 20 times 7 points. So for that little bucket, you have 1.4 points. What's the odds of them turning the ball over? Either turnover or they go for it on 4th down and don't get it. I honestly, it felt to me in real time like 35%, something like that.
I was going to say 50.
And then like 1 in 3. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, so let's just call it 35%. So that leaves 45% chance you kick the field goal and make it. Let's just say Aubrey is almost guaranteed there. But that's 5% chance he misses it, 40% chance you kick the field goal and make it. So now we've got 40% times 3. That's 1.2 expected points. We already had the 1.4 expected points. So I think your expected value from declining that penalty is 2.5 points. And you're guaranteed so I just wouldn't have done it. So I just think you've got the context of Cooper Rush as my quarterback. I wouldn't have done it. And the added context of, and this is kind of the fuzzy math, DeMonze, Houston blew a huge lead last week. They didn't expect this to be a dogfight. Now all of a sudden, midway through the 3rd quarter, it's a 1-score game. Like, all those things. So I thought it was a mistake. If you have a real quarterback, then you turn that down. I totally get it. But when Cooper Rush is your quarterback and you've locked in 3 points and you're only going to be at the 31, I thought that was a mistake. Now,
so
that's not why they lost.
Actual indictment on McCarthy? Like, that's 100% his fault?
No, I think that is... No, I don't think it was a glaring mistake. If we're talking about the difference between 2.6 and 3, like in my back of the napkin math, all of it, I just think everyone's gut, all of my analytically inclined friends, I think the gut is, oh, he did the right thing. And I'm saying I actually think in the context of this football game with Cooper Rush as the quarterback, that's not the right call. Normally, if you can get a first down, you take the first down. But this was a unique spot where it was such a long field goal. The 15 yards doesn't, from the line of scrimmage, doesn't actually put you like even in the red zone. And the offense has been so shaky. Now, as far as the Cowboys, like this is why Jerry keeps giving longer and longer interviews, and this is why he seems to be flailing. He built a terrible team. That's the answer. The answer is Jerry Jones is in a position. Now, I understand Dak is now hurt, but they were really bad when Dak was out there. They built a team where you have 3 guys who are... Dak is paid like a superstar, and he's, good to really good at times. CeeDee Lamb is paid like a superstar. He is a superstar. Mike is cheap, but he is a superstar. But the rest of your team has almost no redeeming qualities. Your offensive line is mediocre. You have the worst running game in football. Your wide receivers after CeeDee Lamb are nothing noteworthy. The rest of your defense, you get run on. Your secondary is probably a little overpaid. You're just, now you've been dealing with injuries, I get it, but this is more than it's a Mike McCarthy issue, it's a Jerry Jones issue. And I know there's a lot of buzz about, Deion Sanders or the Cowboys doing something exotic. Man, they should beg Mike Vrabel to come there and create a real football program and block out as much of the Jerry Jones nonsense as he can and build a team that's good up front on both sides of the ball and hope then your star power of Dak and CD can push you over the top. But the folks being like, hire Deion or draft a quarterback, guys, they made their commitment to Dak. Like, Dak is the Cowboys quarterback the next few years. You're not spending your top 10 pick. If they had not signed Dak, as all summer long, DeMonte, I said, hold your water, and I thought they were going to, then they're in a unique spot. You have a top 10 pick, maybe a top 5 pick. You can draft your quarterback, reset the rookie QB salary scale, pay Micah, pay CD. You're not paying your rookie. That becomes a much more attractive job because the upside grow with the rookie quarterback, but they paid Dak. So this idea they're going to draft Shedeur or anybody and then trade Dak, he has a no-trade clause. The contract hasn't even started yet. The contract they signed him to kicks in next year. So they're just stuck where they are. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.